your breakfast stuffs. Gotta have some protein, quite a lot of vegetables, gotta have some tomato, gotta have some chili, gotta have some garlic, gotta have a bagel. And while you're at it, don't be afraid of the cream cheese. A little bit of fat's not gonna kill you. You need it. You need that stuff. Especially when you're doing a journey starts with a single step kind of thing and getting up at 5 a.m. to do your workout because it's too damn hot here to do it at any other time of day. That's it. You're gonna work on that. You're gonna use a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of whatnot, and make something with it. But you got those vitamins and minerals and stuff. It's not heart surgery. It's not rocket science. It's just breakfast.
Why am I so riled up?
Hello. It's a good day to live. Now, earlier I spewed out a kind of a messed up version of the quote, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." And I believe that's a Chinese proverb by Lao Tzu, if I'm correct. Lao Tzu, is that how you pronounce it? Anyway, there's a lot of quotes like it, so I thought I'd share some of those with you. And some of them are by some fairly interesting people. Some that you would definitely think would say something like that, others perhaps not. One of my favorites I'll start with is Lyndon Baines Johnson. Wow. The guy who got us really deeply into the Vietnam War and then tried in vain to get us out of it until he resigned. Or didn't resign, but decided he would not seek another term as President of the United States. And he said, imagine this, I wonder where he got the idea. Peace is a journey of 1,000 miles, and it must be taken one step at a time. Wow. That's profound. I just hope he came up with that all by himself and a speechwriter didn't do it for him. Let's hope, okay? Another one that's pretty interesting is by Katie Koksvinsky. Nice name. You need to be content with small steps. That's all life. Small steps that you take every day so that when you look back down the road, it all adds up and you know you covered some distance. So when you look back down at the road, it all adds up and you know you've covered some distance. Okay. Vincent van Gogh. I mean, you know that guy knows what he's talking about. Great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things brought together. Now that makes a lot of sense. I like that. Dan Pointer. Each step you take reveals a new horizon. You have to take the first step today. Now, I challenge you to take another. Wow. A new horizon. You have to take the first step today. Now I challenge you to take another. Profound, Dan. That gets me right here. That really does. Another Chinese proverb. The Chinese are all over this kind of stuff. It is better to take many small steps in the right direction than to make a great leap forward only to stumble backward. Now that one makes a lot of sense to me. Lurching forward and then falling backward. Lurching forward, falling back, you know. It's like one step forward, 276,489.369 steps back. Damn. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated in a... Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Now that's cool. Mark Twain, you've got to love Mark. He's funny. He's got wit and wisdom. Wit and wisdom. dovetail together. Habit is habit, and not to be flung out the window by any man, but coaxed downstairs a step at a time. Now that makes sense. So, except when you coax me downstairs one step at a time, I'm going to the wine cellar. And that's not good. Not good for me. All right, Chinese proverb again. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be only afraid of standing still. Lovely. You can tell that to your buddy at the bar after you way overachieved in your sales quota. This one's by Unknown, and it makes sense why this is by Unknown. Take small steps every day, and one day you will get there. You're talking to your friend at the cafe, and you say, take small steps every day, and one day you'll get there. And they go, wow, thanks, man. Helen Keller, gotta love Helen. I long to accomplish a great and noble task, but it is my chief duty to accomplish small tasks as if they were great and noble. Profound. Profound. Break it down. Indira Gandhi, have a bias towards action. Let's see something happen now. You can break that big plan into small steps and take the first step right away. You can break down those steps into small steps and take the first step right away. That's fantastic. The man who removes a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Chinese proverb, of course. It doesn't matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. Confucius, gotta love that. Mother Teresa, no. I won't quote Mother Teresa. For obvious reasons. No way. Not going there. Robert Louis Stevenson, okay? Of course, you gotta quote him. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant. Come on, man. By the seeds you plant. Who's gonna plant the corn? That's what my daddy used to say. He had lots of kids, lots of women. Who's gonna plant the corn, Steve? You got some great ideas, but who's gonna plant the corn? Damn. Oh, let's hope this leaf fell a little bit far from the tree. Maybe a wind came up at the last minute and kind of went, and the leaf just kind of went off in its own direction, and nobody knew what tree that leaf came from. Okay. Big things have small beginnings. Prometheus. Mark Twain again, you gotta love Mark. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks, and then starting on the first one. Now, if you're a business consultant and you work for Accenture or something, you're doing your seminar, you start with that quote. And everybody rolls their eyes and goes, oh damn, I'm glad I'm getting paid for this. Whew. One may walk over the highest mountain, one step at a time. John Wanamaker. I don't know. That makes me giggle. And last but not least, from a woman of great wisdom, wit, and wonder, a woman of many talents, a generous and kind woman, and she's not running for president in 2020, Oprah Winfrey! Okay, let's see what Oprah has to say. The key to realizing a dream is to focus not on success, but on significance. And then, even the small steps and little victories along your path will take on greater meaning. So, come on, let's face it, all right? The greatest incentive for human beings is actually meaning. Not money, meaning. Not money. Meaning motivates more than money. The 4 M's. Meaning motivates more than money. Okay? Let's do Oprah again because she knows what she's talking about. All right? That girl's accomplished. Arguably, she has more money and more accomplishments than Donald J. Trump. Yeah, believe it. Believe it. Go ahead. Believe it. Just believe it. Just be credulous. Just believe it. Don't think. Don't research. No Google. Just believe it. All right? Now let's go back to Oprah. The key to realizing his dream is not to focus on success, but on significance. And then even the small steps and little victories along your path will take on greater meaning. All right? So let's take on some greater meaning today. And I just wanted to let everyone know that from now on, I'm only going to film myself from about here, the neck up. Because I ran into a friend the other day at the grocery store, and she was a very kind and lovely person. I've known her for years. She's a big girl, or was a big girl. She's tall. She was plump but beautiful, well-shaped, beautifully proportioned, and a lovely human being. Very warm, very friendly, intelligent, kind, good sense of humor. Had a couple of kids, but she's a personal trainer, by the way, and a yoga instructor. So we could say she's a yogini. Okay, she's got the chops. She got ripped. She got cut. It's sick. It's sick, man. She was like all over Instagram with it, man, and getting her picture taken with Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff like that. And man, is she ripped. She's buff. And you can see it, the confidence, the swell, A little bit of the warmth is gone, but she's definitely confident. And I ran into her and she kind of looked at me and said, with disdain, disgust, disrespect, like, hey dude, get away from me. You're like that before picture I'm trying to forget. And it was at that moment that I decided to turn over a new leaf and to be just like her. But I promise I'll spare you any posts on Instagram of me working on my lats or biceps or whatever. I'll just leave that out. And I'll film from here up until I'm buff. And then, you'll get the full me. But anyway, thanks for having a look today. I appreciate it. Please tell your friends about it because it's going to get so much better in the future. With all of your help and your concern, and your audienceship, your support, your interest, your motivation to watch, your need for more entertainment, more content, your insatiable need for more content. The future will be so much more fun, so much more funny, so much more interesting, so much more enlightening. It's going to really, really be like medicine. Only good medicine, really tasty medicine. So it's a good day to live. The satellites are in the sky. The internet's still working. We're still eating. We're still living large. We're still taking cheap flights everywhere. Staying in Airbnbs, really cheap. Going to places where they're cheaper than our place. Hailing rides. Having a great time. Waiting for boxes to be things to come to be unboxed. It's a great, great day to live. So go out and do something fun, do something for yourself and for others that's really wonderful and marvelous, and have a really, really nice day. Remember, we do this whole thing moment by moment, Just be present, okay? All right, man. Thanks again. Take care.
Give us a cheap airplane ride.